So, hello everybody. I hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. I am out here hunting for a late day snack, and I found one right up there. And there's actually quite a few hidden amongst all these leaves. This, of course, is the peanut butter fruit tree. And it's a very easy tree to grow. You can grow it in pots, very easy to grow in pots. Stick it in the ground. It's not very picky, I've found, and it's fairly cold tolerant. And it'll get a little upset during winter, mostly because of the dry, not too much because of the cold. And it'll yellow and look a little scraggly, but it survives just fine. If it does happen to freeze back, it comes back very easily from the stump, the base, and will still fruit and flower that year for you. So very easy plant to grow. And of course, the fruits are the most unique thing about this tree. It's not really a tree, it's a small little shrub. Those ones got a few days before they're ripe. Ooh, sorry, my eye's itchy. And there's ripe fruit hidden all over the place up there. I kind of let this guy grow a little bit this year. I'm actually getting ready to prune it back and get some cuttings off of it and start some new plants. But it's called the peanut butter fruit, and I've grown this for years, and they're extremely productive. You can actually see all of the places where it's flowered and already fruited this year, and every single one of those was a fruit. I've gotten probably, I don't know, a giant strainer full of fruit off of this, and you can see all the fruit still on there. And the flavor, everybody wants to know the flavor of the peanut butter fruit tree. Well, I'll tell you right now that it tastes pretty good. Quick little break right there. Sorry about that, guys. Where was I? Oh, the fruit flavor, I believe. And peanut butter fruit, what does it taste like? Well, I'll tell you right now, if peanuts are a bean, a legume, which they are, and you smashed them up and added sugar to them, you would call it a bean paste, would you not? Instead of peanut butter. So if you've got a sweet bean paste, i.e. peanut butter, and you want to compare it to this fruit, which is when they're ripe, I have some actually, we'll go eat those in a second, the ones I've already picked, and that one up there. And if you were to compare the two, these peanut butter fruits are red and sticky and sweet, and they taste like sweet bean paste. That's what they taste like, guys. They are really interesting and really good tasting. But I don't, the texture's kind of like in organic or an all natural peanut butter, or a fresh peanut butter. If you've ever had an unroasted peanut butter, which is just ground up fresh peanuts with sugar in it into a paste, that's what these fruits taste more like than if you had a peanut butter like we know here in the US, which is toasted, roasted peanuts that are then ground into that paste in peanut butter. If you were to take them fresh and just boil them, cook them a little bit, and then grind it into your peanut butter, your bean paste, that is what these fruits taste like. But we roast all our peanuts here in the US pretty much, so a lot of you guys have no idea that peanuts can have such a different flavor than that roasted peanut butter flavor. But yeah, beautiful trees. It's not flowering right now. We're near the end of November, so it is done flowering. These are the last of the fruits. I should have made a video earlier. A lot of the fruits got knocked off with Hurricane Milton, and I let this grow way too much this year. I had the ducks running underneath it a few months ago, so it got a huge blast of nitrogen. So it really took off this year. But I normally keep it about 5-6 feet tall, and they just get loaded with fruits. And this tree, I've probably had about 600, 700, 800 fruits on it this year. And yes, I've got a couple. I'm gonna pick these couple ripe ones up there, and then I'll talk to you guys while I'm sitting there sucking off the sweet bean paste. So hey guys, I am back, and I believe the end of the last time I was filming this, I told you I was going to go suck off some of the red bean paste, but I don't know how that sounds to your ears. But anyways, here are those delicious little peanut butter fruits. It's a few hours later, by the way, so I don't remember exactly what I said, but I did watch that clip that I made, and sorry for all the roosters and the goats. I didn't realize how loud they were being. But anyways, look at those. Beautiful. I just love the color on that. That is just the brightest, most gorgeous red color for fruits. I'm telling you, really pretty. But anyway, and I've eaten hundreds of these this year, but I will suffer for you guys and try them again. There we go. Oh, that's a good one. Look at that. It is just sticky, gelatinous paste. Look at that. Look at even the well, that's a little infertile seed there. I'll put it on the plate right there. Yeah, it's so sticky. That's what she said. But gorgeous. Look at that. You know, I'll tell you what, guys. I'm gonna suck my fingers off here. Don't worry, they're clean. That is so good. Very unique. If you've ever had some Chinese dishes with sweetened bean paste in them, kind of like the sesame balls that have the sweet red bean paste or something like that, that's what these taste like, okay? They taste like peanut butter, and that peanut butter is basically a bean, and if you were to not roast it and make your paste and everything, that's what this tastes like. They really do. And it's really good, actually. It's really, really good. What else is there to say about it? I think I said a lot in the first half of the video there. Oh, to process these, by the way, you just gather up your ripe berries like this. They have a fairly large seed. The pit's kind of large, which isn't too bad. There's a good bit of flesh on there. And there are some people working on improved varieties of these with much larger berries. I was very fortunate to visit a guy down in Homestead not too long ago, and he is breeding these and working, I believe it's a hybrid actually, of a couple different localities of the peanut butter fruits. And he's working on one that is the size of a small plum, which is pretty awesome because you'd get so much more flesh off of it. And I was actually able to see his plants. I could not procure any growing material, unfortunately, but he was showing me the unripe fruits earlier this year, and they were, all right, there's that fruit. They were 4, 5, 6 times the size of this. Pretty crazy. Very interesting. But anyway, the way you process these is you gather them up, you put them in a strainer or whatever, and you just mash them all up, guys. Mash it all up, and if you add a little bit of water, it helps, or just mash it up and just push it through the wire strainer. And there you go. You get all the flesh, the paste off of the fruit, push it to the strainer into another bowl, and use a spatula and scrape it all up. And you've got your peanut butter fruit flesh paste. And you can add that onto ice creams, or it's sweet enough you don't need to add sugar. You don't need to add sugar, guys. It's really great if you just spread it on biscuits or put over your pancakes, or if you're into making sweet stuff. I got a sweet tooth, guys. If you put this on a croissant or something, oh, it is so good. Or mix it in with some milk. Really good. Just take your paste, blend it into your smoothie with a bit of milk or yogurt. To die for, guys. Really, really, really good. And that's not much more I can say about this plant. You know, try and get a plant that has been grown from mature cuttings if you can. If you get it from seed, which are a lot of plants are from seedlings that you find, they can take quite a few years to flower. So always find an air layered or a rooted cutting plant because they will flower that first year. They grow very fast when they're happy. And if it's from a air layer or mature cutting that was rooted, that they flower later in the year, about the second half of the year here in the U.S. So you'll get fruit that first year, if not for sure the second year. And they're very easy to grow in pots. So, but truly unique, delicious fruit that has a lot of applications for it, and you really could put this on a piece of bread and eat it, and it would be absolutely delicious. Though I don't know if it would be a peanut butter and jelly sandwich if you put this on there. It'd be more like a peanut butter fruit jelly sandwich, because even though it's got kind of that beany flavor to it, I'd liken this more to jelly or jam than the peanut butter. But absolutely delicious, guys. And harvest all your berries as they come in, scoop it into a container, freeze it, and then use it throughout the fall and winter and spring when you don't have any. And that is how you grow and use the peanut butter fruit and taste it. Delicious. Thank you if you stuck around this long. Love you guys. Grow some food. And the only way you are getting this plant, this fruit, this amazingly delicious fruit, is if you grow it yourself. So grow that food, guys, especially stuff that tastes awesome like this and is super easy to grow. Just can't beat it. So get to it. Let me know what you guys think. Love you. Thank you for watching. Peanut butter fruit trees. Peanut butter fruit. And a lot of people ask, well, then where's the jelly fruit? Guys, they're called grapes, okay? Sorry to burst your bubble, but we already got a plant that tastes like jelly. It's called grapes, guys. They're called grapes. So just saying, if you couldn't figure that out, oh, we've got a peanut butter fruit. Where's the jelly fruit? I've had this conversation before, guys. Just think about that for a second, okay? We already make the jellies, guys, and we've got the peanut butter fruit now. So don't ask where the jelly plant is. Just saying.